yo, what's up, y'all? Hey, how's it going? It's me again. Hi, did you miss me? It is Saturday again in the month of February, like Two Chains would say, because he's straight from the South. Say it with an F, South. But yes, I am here and ready to bring you guys the most current, newest, dopest episode of Wealth for Generations. We got a good one coming up for you, as we always do. We always got a good one for you. But without any further ado, let's get into some introductions. We have the reigning champ right now. I said the reigning champ, engineer of all engineers, Mr. James Marrero. How's it going, sir?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Thank you. How you doing today?
I'm chilling.
Chilling.
Good.
Hardcore chilling and cut.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, as you guys, well, you can't really fully see in the studio, but I'm kind of on a little bit of a drought, but I got a lead. Somebody contacted me this morning. I might have some good stuff for y'all for March. But actually, speaking of March, I do have some good stuff. I almost totally forgot about announcing this. Um, I haven't been announcing all of the field trips, but this next one's going to be kind of cool. It's going to be kind of cool. March 1st, y'all. March 1st. We're going out to the Arizona Cannabis Awards Music Festival. We will be out at the event, holding it down, representing Wealth for Generations. Shout out to Mr. Imrod. Shout out to All Access USA. And shout out to the Arizona Cannabis Awards Music Festival. All those people running all that stuff. Thank you guys for hooking it up. And if you've been paying attention, you need to keep paying attention because we got the raffle going on. Today is the last day, actually. Today is the last, or no, I'm sorry. Tomorrow is the last day, 23rd. Tomorrow is the last day to enter $10 and you get a plethora of stuff. So you get, most importantly, you get 2 tickets to the festival, to the Arizona Awards Music Festival, valued at $42 a piece. That's before tax, so that's basically $100 right there. You get 2 shirts from Mojave. You get a grinder plus paper matching for Copper State. You get sip elixir dosage. You got the rolling tray. You get a handful of stickers. You get the poster for the event, the lanyard, Stizzy lanyard, and I think that's it. And there might be a little extra surprise gift in there,
Ooh.
but the only person that's really going to know is the winner. So you've got to enter to figure out if there is going to be a little extra surprise in there that's not been mentioned. But yeah, check it out. Stay tuned. I do have some free giveaways as well. The giveaway will consist of a ticket and a poster for the event, for the same event, the Arizona Cannabis Awards Festival, Music Festival. Stay tuned for that, please. We tried to do a pull-up one last weekend at the Grassroots Bookstore, but no one hit me up. So I do have another one this Sunday. This Sunday coming up. Make sure to keep an eye out for that. If you can find one of my biggest first sponsors out in the field tomorrow, all you got to do is pull up on them and show them that you either subscribe or follow any of the social medias. It could be the YouTube, the Instagram, Facebook. Shoot, even if you are viewing through Habari Entertainment, pull up on and show that you're following Habari Entertainment as well, and you will get the free ticket. Please stay tuned for more details. But if you know what I'm talking about and you know these clues, you got one up on the game. If you can figure out and find one of my biggest first sponsors where they're going to be at tomorrow and pull up on them, you get the ticket and the poster for free. All you got to do is pull up and show them that you follow, support Habari Entertainment, Wealth for Generations. Bumbaclot. It just popped up at the right moment. So yeah, so that's that. Let's keep it rolling. We're gonna get into the show. We got the first segment of the show, which is the health is wealth segment. The Health is Wealth segment is brought to you by Jessica Marrero and Christina Rose of Elevated Souls. They say that we are here to elevate your soul. You can reach them at 480-269-2649, or I highly recommend you can follow them on the IG. That is ELIV, the number 8D underscore SOULS. That is how you follow them on Instagram. So let's see what the ladies have for us today. Oh, come on, laptop. Work with me. Move, mouse. Move, mouse. There we go. Sorry about that. Technology. Can't live with it, can't live without it. All right, y'all. Before we get into all the wildness that we have prepared for you today in this episode, let's get into some health. Because listen, what good is all the money if you're out here running on fumes and you're not healthy enough to enjoy the money? Today we're connecting health, history, and survival in the funniest way possible. So buckle up because it's about to get good. We got survival equals innovation. Y'all ever notice that black folks have been out here inventing things not just to make life easier, but to literally keep us alive? Like literally keep us alive. And just a side note, just in case you're new and you haven't been following along, it happens to be February. And if you're not in America, you might not know this, but it's a special month. So during this time of the year, I like to shed light on that special month. We got Black History Month, baby. Black excellence, baby. So the last couple episodes, we highlighted Afro Latino, we highlighted Afro Indigenous, and now we're getting into some local stuff and some inventions. So, or inventors, sorry. But let's keep it going. Um, let's talk about Dr. Charles Drew. No, he's not an R&B singer. He's not a civil rights leader, but the real life hero who revolutionized blood transfusions and blood banks. Dr. Drew developed a process for storing blood plasma, which allowed hospitals to keep blood on hand for emergencies. Now, if that ain't vital, I don't know what it is. Before his work, blood wasn't even stored properly, meaning if you needed a transfusion, you were fresh out of luck. Fresh out. And there's a lot of people out there who owe their lives, literally, to blood transfusions. During World War II, his research saved thousands of soldiers' lives. But guess what? The U.S. military still tried to segregate blood donations. Like, really? It's blood,
Yes.
bro. It's blood. Besides the gang codes, I'm AB, I'm O. Besides those codes, it's all blood, baby. It's all blood. Blood don't know if it's white or Asian or black or what, man. It's like craziness. So let's get this straight. Black folks been saving lives since day one and still don't get any credit. Shh, ain't that a trip? Well, I don't want to say zero. We do get a little. Some people get their flowers here and there. I'm making sure people getting their flowers too. So if you're not familiar, Dr. Charles Drew is the name. Do your due diligence. Medical innovations equals staying alive. Now, if you listen to our wacky wealth, or wait, I'm saying, sorry, wrong part. Garrett Morgan. Okay, so we got Garrett Morgan invented the gas mask and the traffic light because clearly folks need help breathing and not getting hit by cars. People still need help with the car crash thing, for sure.
People don't pay attention to those sometimes.
Yes, definitely. Like there's these things in England they call robots. They're up there, people, and they change lights, and the lights mean things. Excuse me. So, James, you ever used a super soaker before?
Super soaker.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have, and I did know that it was invented by a black man.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Nice. Mr. Lonnie Johnson. He gave us the super soaker because hydration is important, even if it's in the form of a water fight. But yes. I'm slightly surprised James knew just because of
Yeah.
the younger generation. I feel like I mean, I'm not out there with the water guns. I don't know where Super Soaker stands on the market nowadays, but I know it's not as popular as us 90 kids had. Man, man, you get the little dollar store water guns, and then you got homie up the street bust out with the Super Soaker, and you're like, oh man, psh, Greg got the new Super Soaker, man. Dang. I still remember when they came out with the backpacks. You ever seen
What?
those? They
No.
had the backpacks where you could store your water.
Oh my
So they had like
gosh.
a backpack of water, basically like a backpack of ammunition, and you could
Yeah.
run around with the water. Like
Oh my
that
god.
was the, but that was like the people in the neighborhood that had money would get those.
Yeah. Like
But
Ghostbusters
heck
somehow.
yeah, it was so dope. But yeah, so Lonnie Johnson, give him his flowers, for the Super Soaker. And you got to think too. Look at the way water guns are nowadays. If there was no Super Soaker to lay that foundation, we wouldn't be on the level we are now. Because nowadays there's those ones. I don't know what the brand is, but there's those ones where you can just like pop out the back and dunk it in water, and it fills in like
Oh
in
yeah.
in 20 seconds. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? No more trying to figure out, oh, who's got a garden hose I can use to fill up my Super Soaker, or I'll be back, guys, in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna go inside and fill up my water gun.
Have you seen those like electric ones? They're like real guns and you can like
Mm-mm.
charge them up and like they're
What?
really expensive. They're like $200 I think, but like they're
Dang.
waterproof and they like you could shoot them in like burst fire as well.
What? That's
Yes.
dope. That's dope. But yeah, see, so all that, man, all that came from Mr. Lonnie Johnson paving the way. Next we've got, oh, this is a pretty cool one too. Are you familiar with a folding chair?
Folding chair.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I mean, who isn't? You ever been to the school darn, why was my brain always blank on this? The assembly.
Uh-huh.
Boom.
Oh
Ever been to the
yeah.
school assembly? All those folding chairs? We can thank Mr. Nathaniel Alexander. He made the folding chair, which isn't necessarily a medical device, but it definitely saves your knees at the family reunions. So a lot of you guys might think of band practice and auditoriums and stuff like that, but folding chairs play a big role. And again, just like Mr. Lonnie Johnson, if he wouldn't have started with the folding chair, we wouldn't have evolved into stuff like these camping chairs. That's the new big thing. You got those chairs, they fit in a little bag, you throw it on your shoulder. If there is no foundation of the folding chair, we wouldn't have these soccer mom chairs or whatever you guys want to call them. So kudos to Nathaniel Alexander. Moral of the story: Black folks innovate under pressure. Give us a problem, we'll give you a solution. Sometimes that solution is an ice cream scoop, but hey, everybody's got their lane, right? Everybody's got what they like.
Innovation is the name.
Yes,
Innovation.
yes, innovation, and poverty is known for that. It's almost part of the recipe. It's one of those ingredients where it's not quite needed, but highly suggested. Health tips inspired by Black inventors. Now, what's the lesson here? Besides the fact that we stay dropping gems, that's what we do around here. Protect your blood flow. Thanks to Dr. Charles Drew, we know blood banks save lives. So keep your blood right. Drink water. I got mine right here. Drink water, move your body, and if you can, donate blood. Just make sure the nurse is good at finding the veins. Like, don't. I mean, sometimes you want to be helpful, but don't let the newbies do you. Don't let no. Nobody got time for all them extra needle pokes. Nobody got time for that.
Ooh.
Eat smart. George Crumb's potato chip invention was an accident. Wait a second, I didn't go over that. That's weird. That was supposed to be in there. I thought I was missing something. But real quick, so George Crumb, he invented the potato chip. He had a restaurant. The guy was complaining about how thick his potatoes were coming out, and actually, on accident, Mr. George Crumb, out of frustration with the patron, he kind of was like, you know what, fuck you, I'm just really thin and see how you like it. And fortunately, but unfortunately, he loved it.
You
And
love it.
boom, potato chips. Yep. So all you big backs out there getting all excited about that barbecue McRib flavored potato chips. George Crumb laid the foundation for that, man. Laid the foundation.
I think that's
Mhm.
so funny. His name is George Crumb.
Right,
It's
right.
like what?
Mr. George Crumb.
Yep.
Man, you're always at the bottom of my bag, sir. But yes, his invention was an accident, but don't let your diet be one. Moderation is key. One bag, cool. Five, actually, no, bad. You shouldn't be eating a whole bag to yourself, unless it's unless it's the personal size bag. But
Yeah, that's too much sodium.
put that down. A whole 7 ounce, 9 ounce, or however they are. To your, better back off. Balance, balance.
Mhm.
Now you're playing with your health. I know that sounds weird, but okay, that was the last sentence, end of the sentence. Move your body. If Alexander Miles made sure elevators are safe, the least you can do is take the stairs once in a while. It's free cardio. I like stairs, unless we're doing more than like 3 stories. Then I don't, we gotta have a little break and think about that one. Final thought: black brilliance and black health. Bottom line: black ingenuity has been saving lives for centuries, from medical techniques to simple tools that keep us safer. So let's honor our ancestors by taking care of our bodies and our minds. If you learned anything new today, drop some fire emojis or some gem emojis and spread the word. Make sure you drink your water, especially for you people out here in Arizona. This is a little bit warm of winter out here. Don't bring your family out here and go hiking without the proper water. We're still in the desert. Okay, we're still in the desert. But make sure you like, follow, share. If any of this stuff hit home, if there's anybody that you think I should have mentioned, drop it in the comments. I'll shout you out and give them a mention on the next episode. But for now, that's going to wrap up the Health is Wealth segment of the day. And then we rolling right into the next one, which is the Wealthy Wisdom. That's where the real gems are, son. The real gems. But let's get into the meat and potatoes, as I like to call it. All right, family, it's time for the Wealthy Wisdom, the segment where we drop gems so heavy you'll need a wheelbarrow to carry them out. Today we're talking about Arizona's black entrepreneurial, that's a long word, glow up, because the valley ain't just scorching with heat, it's on fire with black business excellence. The takeover in downtown Phoenix. First off, did y'all know no, seriously, did y'all know that nearly a third of the new businesses popping up in downtown Phoenix last year were black owned? That's
Wow.
that, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yes, yes. That's right. While folks were worried about how to beat the heat, black entrepreneurs were out here beating the odds. That means if you take a stroll downtown, you're more likely to walk into a black owned spot more than ever. Now, that's what I call progress. Progress. But we're not just stopping at the numbers. Arizona's black entrepreneurs aren't just opening businesses, they're building legacies, closing wealth gaps, and securing the bag for generations to come, because we're all about wealth for generations, right, baby? And of course, we got the power players and programs to thank for this economic revolution. So, I'm going to tell you guys a couple of key players that are helping out, behind the scenes. Power Moves, the program's making black business boom. Impact AZ 2025. If you don't know about this one, pull up a chair. Go ahead, sit down, grab your water first, have a seat. This is a 3-year supplier diversity readiness program launched by the Black Chamber of Arizona to get black businesses in on those big contracts. I'm talking corporate level, life changing, we buying the building, not renting contracts. They got over 50 businesses already in the game, and they're just getting started. And I don't know if they actually had their hand in this one, but when I went over this, it just made me think of businesses like last year, Rep Your Brand. They got to do their Juneteenth inside of the Footprint Center. Big things like that. That was the first time ever a Juneteenth event was held inside the Footprint Center. Or the time that, or sorry, shout out to Rep Your Brand, or the time that Trash Panda was actually an exclusive caterer for the Super Bowl. I don't think it was yeah, it wasn't. Of course, it wasn't the last Super Bowl. It was the last one that was here. The last one that was in Arizona, which I think was 2 years ago. Yeah, something like that. So I like to think that that's what they're doing. They're getting the black businesses in the in the path and in the doorway of those type of collaborations and connections and things of that nature. But like I said, don't quote me. I don't know if they had their hand in that or not. I just that's where my mind goes because they're talking about making big connections. Number two, we have the We Rise Business Accelerator. This no cost 6-month program by Local First Arizona is basically business boot camp. They're out here training Black entrepreneurs in financial literacy and sustainable growth because let's be real, a business without a solid financial plan is just a very expensive hobby. It really is. Unless you're cheap like me, then it's a cheap hobby. But just side note, I'm actually working with these people right now, Local First Arizona. I am in the incubator program right now, and so far so good. I don't want to give up too much because it's still very new, but I'm definitely taking notes, and I'm gonna make sure that I can give you guys some insight and some tips of how to better run your business and things of that nature. So stay tuned for that. I'll let you guys know what's up. And if you do want to help me on that journey at all, um, please check out my survey. I have a Wealth for Generations audience survey going on right now. I would love to, if you guys could participate in that. It basically lets me know how I can better critique things for you guys and have a better show, better performance, and all of that nature, and figure out what we can provide for you guys as well out there in the community as a service as well. But going back to these power moves, the programs that are helping these Black entrepreneurs make big moves. Number three, we have Blacks BLAX, Blacks Friday Directory. Back in 2020, they started with 150 Black owned businesses. Today, over 2,000 strong, over 2,000 strong across Arizona. Whether you're a whether you're looking for a black owned coffee shop, bookstore, barbershop, or a spot to get the shea butter glow popping, pop, pop, this directory has you covered. This is how we keep dollars circulating in our community, and I'm here for all of it, baby. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Someone's in my eye. Ah. The struggle is real, but so is the hustle, baby. The hustle. Now, let's keep it real. Black entrepreneurs in Arizona are still facing major hurdles, especially when it comes to startup capital. The state of Black business in 2022 report showed that Black owned businesses only make up 1% of employer forms in the Phoenix area. Now, I don't know about you, but 1% it ain't cutting it. We need better than that. Can we at least get like a 5? Like a 5? You know? Why is that? Well, the biggest issue is funding. Banks aren't handing out loans like banks aren't handing out loans like candy on Halloween. And investors still act like Black ideas need 10 times the proof to be worthy of a check. But let me tell you, despite the challenges, Black entrepreneurs in Arizona are making it happen anyway because that's what we do. That's what poverty people do. That's what we do. Community pillars, the icons putting AZ on the map. Now, let's talk about a couple of legends, the groundbreakers, and the people making sure Arizona's Black business doesn't just exist, but it also thrives. We've got Dr. Velma Traham, the powerhouse leading the Black Chamber of Arizona. She's been making moves, expanding the chamber's reach, and ensuring that more Black owned businesses get into spaces they were once locked out of. This is leadership with an impact. Boom. And then we got one that you guys may be familiar with. I've mentioned them plenty of times before. We have the Grassroots Bookstore. If you haven't been to Grassroots Bookstore in South Phoenix, stop playing yourself, man. Seriously, though, they got a lot going on. They just had their Black History Month event. Shout out to Tamir Moore. He was the one that organized that and had that hold it down for you guys and everything like that. So shout out to Tamir. Shout out to For the Love Nonprofit Foundation as well. This Black owned bookstore is a cultural hub, a knowledge center, and proof that Black literature and education are alive and thriving in Arizona. They've been out here preserving Black stories and creating a space for community engagement because knowledge, that's the real power and the real wealth. But yeah, man, you guys should definitely check them out. They have they have readings, they have artists or not artists, they have authors, sorry. They have authors that actually come down sometimes. They have chess days where they just get together and play chess, teach the young ones how to play chess and stuff like that. So definitely check them out. And can't forget to mention it's a bookstore. So they got all kinds of books. You know, knowledge is power. And then last but not least, we got Chef Brian Hill. Y'all ever heard of celebrity chef Brian Hill? Have you? Have because I didn't I definitely put him on the list, but I didn't realize he was a celebrity. My bad, Mr. Hill. My bad, chef. If not, you're missing out on food so good it'll make you question your life choices. He's not just a chef, he's a food entrepreneur, a businessman, and proof that talent mixed with hustle equals next level success. He's been bringing top tier cuisine to Arizona while inspiring the next generation of Black chefs and restaurant owners. And that's what I'm talking about. It's all about the next generation. And actually, uh, side note, James, that's one of the people that I was kind of thinking about that's in Tucson. So maybe we
Oh,
can link up with him.
yeah.
If anybody knows Chef Brian Hill, let him know that Wealth for Generations, we got you on the radar. You on the radar. We're gonna come see you most likely at some point, maybe, possibly, hopefully. The future is bright and it's Black. Arizona's Black entrepreneurs are not just surviving, they're thriving from tech startups to bookstores, food businesses to corporate contracts. We are here building generational wealth in real time. So if you're out here in Arizona looking for ways to support Black business, you can start with these. You can use the Blacks Friday directory. And like I said, it's spelled BLAX, not CK, BLAX Friday directory. Attend a Black Chamber of Arizona event. You can spend your dollar, spend your moolah, spend your dollars with Black owned businesses. If you've got the means, invest because wealth isn't just about what you make, it's about what you build for the next generation. The next generation. And that's wealthy wisdom for today, people. So keep stacking, keep supporting, and keep building that wealth for the next generation. So, James, were you familiar with any of these places that I mentioned or people?
Nah, I was
No?
very interested in the chess stuff you were talking
Yeah,
about. That
actually, as I went to talk about it, I was like, dang, I totally forgot. Like, you're into chess.
yeah.
Yeah. And your mom actually, she sets up there. I don't want to say like often, but she's kind
Uh-huh.
of familiar with them. She was there at the Black History Month event and
Okay.
stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we can definitely go check it out sometime. Excuse me. Hopefully we can get one of them on the show, brother Ali. Hopefully we can get you on the show, sir, and talk about grassroots and get it from the source. What's the meaning, what's the purpose, the roots of it all, and all that stuff. But that's gonna wrap it up for the wealthy wisdom, and we rolling right into the wacky wealth. Today on Wacky Wealth, we're going to be talking about the most unexpected, hilarious, and straight up genius ways Black folks have turned creativity into cash. And today we're diving into some of the quirkiest, funniest, and most useful inventions by Black inventors. Some of these things you use every day and didn't even realize a Black genius made it. Crazy, right? Crazy. So I mentioned him before. Oh, that's where it was. Darn it. So I totally messed myself up because he's right there. Okay, never mind. We still gonna go through it. So some of these people I might have mentioned already, but we're just gonna get more in depth. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of extra gems. Nothing wrong with a little bit of extra gems. Here's some rubies, some jade, all that stuff. The folding chair, Nathaniel Alexander, born 1911. Now, listen, we got to talk about one of the greatest inventions of all time. It literally is one of the greatest inventions of all time because what's not better than being able to have a mobile chair? Like you could take your chair anywhere. The evolution of the folding chair. You ever been to a cookout and your uncle tells you to go grab a chair from the garage? Yeah, you can thank Nathaniel Alexander for that thing. Just be careful out here in Arizona, though, man. May put a blanket or a beach towel sometimes if you got those metal ones. That's a real gem right there for you Arizona people. Keep a towel with you if you got metal folding chairs. But yeah, before his invention, chairs weren't chairs were big, bulky, and took up too much space. Alexander said, "We need something portable for the people. For the people." His version of the folding chair was designed for churches and schools. But we all really know where it really gets used. We got the front porch, the garages, the backyard barbecues, and for all my Arizona and Latino people, the quinceañeras. You know, the quinceañeras for reals. But um, but really though, this is such a vital invention. It's also the official weapon of professional wrestlers.
Yeah, it's true.
So all you professional wrestler fans, you need to thank Mr. Nathaniel Alexander, you know.
Yeah, that's like a staple.
For reals. Actually, crazy side note, fun fact. They're not allowed to do it anymore.
Really?
Yep, they're not allowed to do it anymore because of same thing with kind of like football. They just started looking into the head injuries connected with certain impacts and I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a doctor, but a chair shot to the head probably isn't good. It's probably not healthy, you know? I mean, one or two ain't gonna kill you, but it ain't healthy, you know? And then too, like, you gotta think about it too. Like they if you really know wrestling, like, yeah, they're trained, but there's mistakes as well. Like at least in WWE, I don't want to speak for everybody. I don't know what's going on in like the new off-brand ones like the AEW and Impact, or actually, I don't know if Impact is out there anymore. But all those other ones, they might still be using chairs. But I heard that WWE are no longer using chairs. So we got the crummiest guy in the world right here, the potato chip, Mr. George Crumb, born 1853. This one right here, a total accident, but let me tell you, one of the tastiest accidents in history. I'll go through this one kind of fast since I already kind of explained it. This is what I was talking about. I was like, I know, I thought I had this, but yeah. George Crumb was a chef in Saratoga Springs, New York, when a picky customer kept sending back his fried potatoes for being too thick. George got fed up and sliced the potatoes paper thin, fried them up crispy, and covered them in salt, and was like, "Boom! Now what you got to say?" And he was like, "These are actually fucking delicious, sir. These are delicious. You have more." Now, fast forward to today, the potato chip industry is worth over $10 billion. $10 billion. I want freaking dolphins with lasers on their freaking head. I do not own any rights to anything that may come out of this mouth, except for the stuff that's like original. Sorry, that sounded better in my head before it came out. But anyways, all because one dude wanted his fries thinner. Imagine getting rich because someone was being a food critic before there was even a Yelp. Automatic elevator doors. Alexander Miles, 1887. Man, can you imagine right now being in 2025 and you got to freaking double close those double door elevators? You got to freaking open up the one that goes up and down, then you got to open up the one that goes side by side, then you got to get in and then you got to close it up too. And if we going way back, because this is what 1887, they probably had to wind it up and they had the elevator man in there for you. Thank you, Alexander Miles. Automatic elevator doors. Imagine if every time you got into an elevator, you had to manually close the doors like a barn. That's what people were dealing with before Mr. Alexander. Before his invention, elevator doors had to be closed by hand, and if someone forgot, you could literally fall out, like literally fall out to your death. Death. Um, Miles was like, "Yeah, let's not have people disappearing into elevator holes," and patent an automatic closing door that is still used till this day. Till this day. This man didn't just make life easier, he actually made it safer. Like literally safer. But low key, I bet he saved a lot of clumsy ass people. Clumsy. Because you got people choking their dogs out, ruining jackets and dresses. They can't even handle the automatic doors. Imagine. Whew. And then marijuana is damn near legal. Got some piehead up in there, fucking up and falling to his death. Thanks, Alexander. Number 4, he's back. We talking about him again. I did mention him, but man, this is a goddamn it, gosh darn, this invention, man. Us 90 kids, man, what would we have done without Nerf and Super Soakers? Really? And Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, if you took those 3 away, probably would have had adolescent killings.
Yeah, chaos.
Like, really though. Like, I don't know.
What else is there to do?
Seriously though, we still would have been pushed out to the streets too. Yep. Been killing each other and playing hopscotch. But let's give a shout out to Lonnie Johnson, 1989. Hey, I didn't realize he was he's kind of peer-ish. 1989. What up, bro? Now this one is personal. If you didn't get hit with a super soaker as a kid, you didn't even have a childhood. Now, if you say that you're in that category, I'll give you one benefit of the doubt. You had to be getting hit by a Nerf dart. If you haven't been hit by either, then man, you weren't allowed outside. And if you're a 90s kid, who the fuck were your parents if you weren't outside? Because that was their way of getting their time. Like you take your ass outside, come back when the street lights come on. That's basically how it was. Lonnie Johnson, a NASA engineer, accidentally created the super soaker while working on a heat pump. Did you know that part though, James?
Working on a heat.
So he was a NASA engineer.
The only reason why I know that like who he is because I watched a YouTube video made by another NASA engineer called Mark Rober, and he made the world's largest super soaker. And he talked to the inventor and he said, I was working on a heat pump and I noticed how the air was flowing into like the tank and I could turn it into a mini-sized super soaker type thing.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that Mr. Lonnie Johnson was a NASA engineer. NASA, baby. And he made your childhood awesome. And he didn't even have to go to the moon. But yeah, so he was working on a heat pump. He tested a prototype and blasted a stream of water across the room. And instead of fixing the heat pump, he said, "You know what? This might be kind of fun. Let me put some more thought into this." The Super Soaker became one of the best-selling toys of all time, making over $1 billion in sales. This man went from working on rockets to starting water wars in every neighborhood. Now that's legendary. Even more legendary than Will Smith. And that dog, too. Damn. Next up, we got the gas mask. Now, this one literally saved some lives right here. We got Garrett Morgan, 1914. Ain't it crazy how one of the most important safety devices ever invented was by a guy who had to prove it worked by walking into a fire? Craziness. Morgan designed the gas mask to help firefighters and coal miners avoid smoke inhalation. When people doubted it, he put on the mask himself and walked into a tunnel filled with smoke and toxic gas, came back out like a boss. Like, mic drop. Imagine your product demo is literally surviving something deadly. That's how you know it's built right. Like, seriously though. Like, could you imagine being the person who invented the bulletproof vest? Like, they looking at you like, yeah, right, Bill. This is gonna stop that? Shoot me. No, I can't. Shoot me. Now your friend, who's crazier though? The guy who shot the guy that built the bulletproof vest, or the guy who's asking him to shoot me because I built the book. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd trust it. I mean, but at the same time, if I made it, I gotta have faith in it.
Right.
So, oh,
And then what's crazier, the fact that I believe I've never seen or heard of anything bulletproof, but I'm believing in you right now
yeah.
that I'm not gonna take your life and I'm gonna shoot you in the chest
Gotta sign a waiver, bro.
and this thing's gonna save you.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. That's crazy. It's crazy. But on to the next one. We got number 6, the traffic light, Mr. Garrett Morgan, 1923. Yep, the same guy who gave us the gas mask also made sure we didn't crash into each other, or tried to at least. Because man, y'all need to go get some driving school. Some people out there, like
Arizona
really, like
drivers.
that should be. I feel maybe if you're new to the state, you have to take the test over again. Maybe that's what it is. Because I'm a strong believer. We're a bona fide melting pot out here, you know. And I think the biggest problem is we have all these different driving styles that are trying to come here. So now you got the driving style of somebody from New York, Wisconsin, Portland, Mexico, New Mexico, Vegas, California, Colorado. All those different driving styles are on our roads. So they should make a universal Arizona test. When you get to Arizona, you got to make it. You got to take it and understand the way you're supposed to drive out here. But anyways, before his invention, traffic was just a free for all. People were just out here winging it, dodging carriages, bikes, and pedestrians. Man, that's kind of crazy. Can you imagine being out here driving and you turn a corner and there's a carriage and some horses like in the way going 15 miles an hour, just trotting, not even 15, like 7, just trotting along. It's like, man, Garrett Morgan invented the 3-signal traffic light, adding the yellow light, which told people to slow down instead of guessing when to stop. And let's be real, some of y'all still don't know what yellow means. It's not speed up. It's not. It's not. But you know, if you read the crosswalk signs and you got a good 15 seconds, though. I mean, not everybody reads the crosswalk signs, though. The ice cream scoop. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all was out there just bending spoons before this. Alfred Krall, Mr. Alfred. 1897. Have you ever struggled to get ice cream out of the container? Well, before 1897, everybody did. Everyone was getting bent spoons. After Alfred patented the ice cream scoop, a one-handed tool with a built-in scraper, some people didn't have to struggle. Before this, you either bent your spoon trying to scoop ice cream, or you had to wrestle with it until your bare hand. Or damn, come on, we were doing so well. You either bent your spoon or you had to wrestle it out with your bare hands. His invention made ice cream shops more efficient and changed. Oh, dang, I didn't even think about that. How was that even a thing? There was ice cream shops before an ice cream scooper?
What?
What were y'all doing? What? I got to do my due diligence, because that just sparked some curiosity right there. What the hell were they using at the ice cream shop before there was an ice cream scoop?
So there's like different types of ice cream scoops, right? So like, do you think he invented the one with? So he did invent the one with the scraper, right?
It said there was a scraper, yeah.
Did he invent
with built-in scraper?
Like the
actual
regular one,
like
the one that doesn't have the scraper?
Maybe because maybe that probably did come first.
Yeah.
So maybe he just patented the one with the scraper and not necessarily the scoop itself.
Yeah, probably. No, that makes it so much easier still.
Yeah, it does. Because I can't even imagine. I don't know if I've ever used the ice cream scooper without a scraper before.
I mean, it works.
Just use a spoon.
Yeah, it works, but not as well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would imagine you probably got to double spoon it.
True.
You probably have to have like a regular spoon and then your scooper, so you can like kind of dig it out or whatever. Yeah. Dang, I'm gonna man. If y'all figure it out before we go off, I'm curious. What were they doing? Were they just was I just interpreting that wrong in my head? Were they just using the regular scoop without any scraper before him, or were they just on some different shit? They had like two hot spatulas, just
Yeah,
or something. Like,
yeah.
if y'all know, hit me up in the comments. Let me know because I want to know. I want to know. I'm curious now. So, the final reflection though on these inventions, laugh, gems, and legacy. Man, these inventions are proof that Black creativity knows no bounds. From saving lives to making sure your ice cream is scoopable, these inventors turned ideas into industries. Engaging question. Oh, I'm sorry. What's the funniest or most random invention you've ever thought of? Drop it in the comments down there, down there, or over there, or however you're looking. There's somewhere. There's a comment section. Drop it up in there and let me know. And if you laughed today or learned anything, share it. Like, subscribe, tell your peoples, your friends, and all that to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And like I said, if you guys know anybody that's not too well known, like I said, when I try to do the Black history stuff, I try to find people who aren't uh overly popular. So if there's anybody you guys want me to drop, um actually no, I'm sorry, I have to retract that statement because today is the 22nd, and the next time I'm gonna be back is going to be the 8th because we'll be at the event on the 1st. So it won't be Black History Month anymore. So sorry. But maybe if you want, you can email me. That way I have more of a um, solid note of it. And I can do it next year, maybe. If you want to email me, ElijahForHire@gmail.com. But that's going to wrap it up for the wacky wealth today. And now we're rolling into the last segment of the day, which is one of my favorites. It's probably one of your favorites too, but that is the favorite one. Sorry, I thought I was going to something. I don't know. My body was weird. Sorry. So we're going into the last one, which is We Building Boy. Yes. If you're not familiar with We Building Boy, We Building Boy is when we take a business and we highlight them. We don't have a guest at the moment, so we're picking a random business to highlight. And today we are highlighting one you may be familiar with or may have heard me mention before. But since we are focused on Black excellence and Black History Month and Black entrepreneurs, I want to give a shout out to Archwood Exchange, aka Acres. I think they're. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think they're kind of trying to go away from the Archwood Exchange name and be more known as Acres. Um, but yes, so Archwood Exchange. Today we're spotlighting them, a unique hub located in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona. Archwood Exchange isn't just a place, it's a movement. They provide a space where creativity and commerce meet with a variety of services ranging from curated art pieces to small business support. Interested in learning more or getting involved with Archwood Exchange? You can reach out to them at 602-555. Wait. That can't be right. Why are you giving me wrong information? That can't be right. I mean, it could be. That just seems 555-1234.
555-1234.
That don't seem right.
Huh. I don't know. It could be just one of those.
It could be, but it just seems like it seems like a total TV number.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, give me a call. Hit me up. My number's 555-1234.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm jumping on the website real quick. Let me see if there's an actual number on here real quick. Darn, I don't think I'm seeing a number nowhere. All right, so we're just gonna skip the number. Don't worry about calling them. But you can go to the archwoodexchange.com. You can reach them. You can input your information to be on the newsletter and get all that information for them. I'm just double checking real quick and seeing if there's any other contact information I can get you guys real quick. Oh nope, not stealing it from here. But if you guys do want to contact them, you can go to the website. There's contact. You can put your name in, phone number, and then it'll email them and let you know what y'all can do if you're interested in doing some collaborations or getting involved with them. The website is, archwoodexchange.com. Spelled just like it sounds, ARCHWOODEXCHANGE.com. That is their website. Whether you're looking to shop, collaborate, or network, Archwood is the place to be. And then let's give a special notable shout out to the people behind the scenes. Miss Stacy Best. I'm gonna apologize right now. I might say your last name wrong, but Stacy Best Nervous, Havana, sorry, not Hannah, Havana Hunt, M. Ali Nervous, and Henry Dickerson. So if any of y'all see them or know them, definitely give them their flowers. Shout out. Big round of applause for them because they have been highly involved with highly involved with this black entrepreneur movement within the downtown area. They are also connected to businesses like Straw and Wool, Stardust and Sage, um, Grassroots Bookstore. Shoot, I'm forgetting one. I think I'm forgetting one. I'm sorry. I think it's Havana's place. I can't remember what it is. Sorry. But go Google Havana Hunt and you'll know what hers is. Sorry. but yeah. So check out any of those places. Acres as well, which is a nonprofit storefront. You can go down there. They're all located on Roosevelt Row, right off of 7th Street and Roosevelt. You guys can go check them out. And the hub, the Archwood Exchange Hub, is on don't quote me, but I want to say like 12th Street and Jefferson or something like that. But yeah, so shout out to Archwood Exchange, aka Acres, for doing what they do out here for the black entrepreneurs. But that is going to wrap it up for the show today. Let's get a round of applause for the engineer of all engineers, Mr. James Marrero, holding it down for us today. Thank you very much, sir.
Of course.
Appreciate you. Glad you could be out here helping me out. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Damn. I was just thinking, when are we getting Frank back on the show?
Actually, I was just thinking about that the other day. I need to link up with him and see what's going on. We got to figure out how we can patch him in because right now um we're only contacting through WhatsApp or WhatsApp. I mean,
yeah.
And I don't think Restream is compatible with it. But I gotta look into it and see what exactly we can do. I might just do it on the phone, maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
It'll. I think that should work. I mean, he can click on the link, right, that we send him. He can just be put in.
that's what I was thinking too. He might be able to do that, but I don't know if there's going to be any restrictions with him being outside of the country.
Yeah. Maybe.
So, but we'll have to look
Try.
into it. Yeah, do
Sure.
do our due diligence about it. But I ain't scared of doing a little bit of extra work. But there's gonna be another round of applause, and that one's for you guys out there, all the support followers. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to be telling you guys where to do the pull up, or giving you some hard hints. I'm not gonna tell you exactly just yet, but I'm gonna give you guys some hard hints where the pull up. Make sure you pay attention for that. My biggest sponsor is going to be holding on to one ticket and one poster to the Arizona Cannabis Awards Music Festival that you can win. All you got to do is pull up on her and show that you follow me or the network, Habari Entertainment. Just show her that you're following any of my social medias or any of the Habari Entertainment social medias, and you get a free ticket. First one to show up. Bada boom, bada bing. That easy. Bop, bop, bop.
Y'all
And
don't
then
want to miss out on that.
yeah, for reals though. Cause if it don't work, I'm gonna just have to I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe stand outside the event before and just give it away. I don't know. I don't want it to go to waste. Or no, actually, I know what I'll do. If y'all don't come through, I'll just go to a smoke shop
Mm.
the day before I leave, before or like an hour before we go, and just drop it off at a smoke shop and be like, hey, the next person that comes buy something off you guys, give them this ticket
Hell yeah.
or something. I don't know, but I'd rather give it to one of you guys. So stay tuned, figure it out, because you can get some free stuff. All you gotta do is pull up, or you can enter the raffle, $10 raffle. You get a whole bundle of stuff. You get 2 tickets, a poster, and a bunch of other stuff. So, but that's gonna wrap it up for today. Y'all stay grinding. Wealth for generations, always and forever. Don't forget, just believe
Just
and don't give up. Just believe and don't give up.
you'll escape the matrix.
Yes, yes, you will. And on that note, peace.